Tango as a way of moving has got this incredible stillness. So even though you've got the legs flying, you've got the arms doing various things, you've got these looks with each other, you're sharing something, but actually what it comes down to is expressing so much in something so small. And for me it's expressed in the stillness. A little bit like a butterfly. You see the wings, the way they're moving all the time, but actually it's the body and it's the powerhouse that creates the movement and it creates the feeling that you dance with. I've started tango when I was 15, so maybe this explains a bit. In a way I've grown up with tango, so my life has been in different stages and that's created something quite different as I went through. So in the beginning it was simply about a dance and there wasn't much emotion. It was about learning a dance, it was about dancing to the best of my ability. I learned to follow, I learned to lead very well, and it was about just the dance. And then after a while, I think must have been about 18 or 19, where I started to travel. And then I started to see that it could be something more than that. I had stories. I call them this because they were often times where I learned a lot and felt a lot, but they never really came to much. I think mostly this was because I didn't really believe in them. Love is a little bit elusive, it's a feeling. I often wondered where were the men who knew how to talk to somebody, to relate and be close without worrying or controlling me. I didn't find him in the end, but he found me. He was looking at me in the milonga and I thought nothing of it. So I sat down with my friend at the table. Then I saw the same man again and he was just looking at me smiling, watching me. And I thought, okay, maybe this is a nice person to dance with. Throughout the evening we must have danced 4 tandas, which is 4 pieces of music which have a similar quality. And each tanda lasts maybe about 5 or 6 minutes long, and then you go on to the next one. The Argentine wrote me a Valentine's card asking me to return to Argentina to live with him. But part of me had already let go, and part of me, well, felt confused by this. I travelled to the Netherlands where I was teaching in a tango festival for 8 days. I'd gone from beautiful hot sun of Argentina to bitter cold in America, to a more damp and cold feeling in Europe. I had decided to have some time away from stories with men and to feel through the deep feelings that I had felt with this beautiful man from Argentina. But as time went by, 5 days into the festival, I kept on meeting the beautiful dark eyes of a man who was able to be by himself. Our eyes kept on meeting, and at one point in New Year's night, the last evening of the whole festival, we finally danced. And then later on, I fell asleep in his arms. And the sense of peace and safety, being wrapped up in his embrace, I had never felt this before. And I felt the sense of time without rushing. Most people come to tango when they're in their 30s or 40s after having fulfilled many different jobs and dreams in their life. Tango has been my first and only profession. It's been my life and my dream for so long. It has shaped me in so many fundamental ways, and it always will be part of me. you let me turn, then you get that result.
First, my leg goes into your space for the gun show. Do I need to put it down or
yeah, it's literally like one, putting your weight there,
yeah.
so it's like one, out, and
one.
But that's for you, and if you do all of that, it's going to take a long time.
Yes.
So this is the difference between a breather for you,
yeah.
it's different for a breather for the audience.
Okay.
So a breather for the audience, you need to be already preparing for the next
yes.
moment. So if you, so you got this position,
okay.
yeah? So we're here, and it's like one, and through.
Less long.
Yeah, it's less long. But in that moment, it's resting in terms of doing lots of big things, but
yeah.
it's preparing also for the next step so that you're ready. Rather than, okay, we've rested now, and okay, then we carry on
yeah.
with the...
So
yeah.
to do it all in once?
Yeah. Oh.
To do it again.
First time I was in Argentina, I had this experience dancing with a very old man in a milonga. I was 17 at the time. And when he embraced me, I had the sensation that the more womanly I became, the more masculine and manly I could allow him to become. Masculine and feminine is not about skirts and dresses or fighting, but it's about standing in yourself, being true to yourself. For me, I think maybe the next step is for me to teach people not only about the steps of tango and the feeling, but to bring this flavour of Argentina, which is so ingrained in the social way people connect with each other. Bring forward the beautiful, powerful masculinity of the men and the equally beautiful, feminine women. The equality found in being true to our strengths as we stand there, man and woman, together in an embrace while we dance tango.